レース男子ペア準決勝ご紹介します。第1組、1レーン南アフリカ共和国、2レーンメキシコ、3レーンルーマニア、4レーンフランス、5レーンベルギー、6レーンスイス、3レーンのルーマニアは前回大会優勝、そして去年のユースオリンピックでも2位を獲得している実力者です。
For those joining us for the first time, this being an A-B semi-final, that means that the winning 3 boats in this race will progress through to the A final, where they'll contend for the medals tomorrow morning. So an A final is where the medals are won, and then in a B final and through the smaller finals, you have athletes competing for their championship ranking position. So a B final contends places 7 through 12, a C final 13 through 18, and so on down through the lettered finals. So this AB semi-final for the men's pair, you can see on the big screen there just moments from getting started. The starting order will be called by the starting umpire in the starting tower. He'll read through the roll call of the nations and then call them to attention. And we will then hear a buzzer that lets them loose, just as we see here for this first AB semi-final for the junior men's pair. My name is Peter Hanlon. I'm joined up here in the tower by my Japanese co-commentator Naho Usami. But following this race, as it just gets underway here, we have our commentators following this on the course, where we have Camilla Hadland and Hiroshi Sugito. So it's just getting started, but it looks like a pretty even start across the board here. But let's catch up with Camilla. Good morning, Camilla. How's the race looking as it gets underway?
さあ間もなく400メートルに
in the first 500 meters of this first race of the Saturday here at the Junior World Rowing Championships, and it is 3/4 of a length at the moment to this wonderful French combination. I had the pleasure of watching them race their heat, and I think this is very much their style. Grégoire Charles and Victor Toston Lam have got 3/4 of a length lead ahead of the Romanians and the Swiss at this point.
現在1位はフランス、それを追うのがスイス、ルーマニアです。ルーマニアはやや出遅れた感がありましたが、ここへ来てぐいぐいと伸びてきています。3レーンのルーマニアは予選トップタイムを記録しています。バウのアルテニ・フィティニアウ選手は昨年の金メダリスト、優勝候補でもあります。
We're approaching the bridge here on the course of this first race of the day, and the French still hold the lead, but the Romanians coming back really strong and predictable, I suspect, as they've got a world champion on board in the form of Florin Arteni-Fintanariu, and they're now closing in. They're a canvas back on the French out at the front of the field. These two crews are now going out to almost a length lead, and there was a real decisive effort there to go up to rate 37 in the Romanian boat, just to try and get back on terms with the French before the halfway marker. We're almost at 750 metres in now, and with every single stroke, the bow balls get closer and closer together between France and Romania. The fight for third's a really interesting one as well, between Belgium and Switzerland in lanes 5 and 6. It was the Swiss that held that third and final spot through to the A final, a crucial position to be in if you want to be contesting for the medals tomorrow. But the Belgians, well, they rode through, but just as I'm talking now, I think the Swiss have responded and they've moved back into third position.
上位3クルーが決勝に進むこのレース、3位争いが非常に白熱してまいりました。今1位を行くのはルーマニア、だんだん周りを引き離しつつある状況です。3位争いをするのはスイス、そしてベルギーですね。スイスとベルギーの争いが非常に白熱してまいりました。一番離れたレーンを行く南アフリカにもまだチャンスがありそうです。
So we're through halfway now with this first race, and the Romanians, that little push that they did underneath the bridge has put them in such good stead to lead this race. Now they're now 3/4 of a length up on the early leading French crew in the lane next to them, and the French now also being hauled in by this race going on between Belgium and Switzerland, which is just with every single stroke, the surge is chopping and changing that lead for third place. This is absolutely wonderful stuff. At the moment, I think just about Belgium, the combination of Florian Chalmeet and Henry STEYART is just peaking ahead at the moment, but Switzerland staying well with them at this point in time.
500メーターから1000メーターにかけて非常に良いスピードを見せていたトップを走るルーマニアですが、ここへ来てややストロークに短さが出てきたように感じられます。フランスもそのあたりでかなり、反応してミドルスパート的なことをしていましたので、ちょっと疲れが見えます。3位争いにベルギーがやや抜け出した感じがあります。スイスもここは反応したいところ、第1レーンの南アフリカにもまだまだチャンスはあるかというところです。
Well, the third 500 metres certainly is where it sorts out the crew's race pace. It's who's the most consistent boat on the water, and it's managed to spread out the crews. So those tight races that were going on in those top four crews are now splitting out quite nicely. We've got the leading crew still as Romania by 3/4 of a length ahead of France. It's then a little bit of clear water gap, not much, maybe about 1/4 of a length of clear water back then to Belgium, who have managed to overhaul Switzerland into a 3/4 of a length lead for that third and final spot through to the A final as we go through 500 metres to go.
1位のルーマニア、リードを保ったまま、1500にかかりました。ただ準決勝を通るだけではなく優勝候補としてここは1位でゴールしたいところです。第3位を行きます、決勝進出スポット、最後を締めそうなのはベルギーになってまいりました。やや小柄な2人ですが、非常に力を大きく、長く使っている、とても参考になるローイングだと思います。
Powering away into the final sprint now, the Romanians wanting to get themselves in a position to be contending for a championship title tomorrow. Florian Arteni-Fintanariu just wanting to have another opportunity to win the World Championships here, and they're looking so good out there on the water. They've managed to push ahead of this fantastic looking French combination really well. And as we enter 250 metres to go, it's the Belgians in the hot seat, Pete.
Yeah, they look pretty good there, holding third position. That's the hot seat as we hear from Camilla. They're at 35 strokes a minute, but they've got a safe enough margin to hold on to that third and last place through to the A final. Nobody really winding it up here. The Belgians, I don't think, feeling too pressured. They've got a length and a half to make up if they want to take second place, but no real need to push on the afterburners at this stage of an AB semi.
このレースを先頭を引くのは3レーンルーマニア、続いてフランス、そして3位にベルギーが来ています。3着争い、こちら3点までが決勝戦に進みます。
Florian Arteni-Fintanariu and Alexandru Gerasim for Romania take the win in this first AB semi-final, just over a length ahead of Tostan Lam and Charles for France. And joining them into the A final, STEYART and Chalmet for Belgium. That's the 1-2-3. Coming up for fourth place, though, on the near side, Keller and Pierolini for Switzerland, half a length ahead of South Africa's Tabara and Barrel for fifth place. And then coming in for sixth, we have Reyes Antillon and Lopez Lucatero of Mexico. So they'll progress to the B final.
男子ペア準決勝第1組、結果1着